Hello, and welcome back to FreeTreats, day 13. Today I want to think about points of view, and I've got a couple of little incidents from here to illustrate this, and then we'll have a think about how that applies to us. So firstly, this morning I was having my breakfast just here, and there's a fruit tree, and most of the fruit on the tree are not ripe, but there was the occasional ripe fruit. And I saw one of the local guys take off his shoes and shinny up the tree very impressively. Couldn't quite reach the fruit, it's too far away. So he came back down and he was looking at it, wondering about it. And his friend came along with a big piece of bamboo. So then they were trying to get the fruit with the bamboo really high up, banging it. Eventually, fruit fell off straight into the pond. Luckily it was a light fruit, so it floated, so he was able to scramble around and get it back out of the pond. I was very pleased that he eventually had his fruit. Then he looked up and he saw me watching and realised that I'd been watching the whole event. He pointed to the fruit and pointed to me and beamed, and then came over and gave it to me. Here's the fruit. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to cut it open now and maybe we can tell from the inside. But I just thought it was so interesting that he tried so hard. Oh, there we go. Oh, lovely passion fruit. I'll eat that later. The fruit held so much joy by then because it'd been so difficult to get hold of. And he had to work so hard for it. And then once he got it, he got even more joy by giving it away to somebody else. How different is that to ordering apples online? Second one was this creature who appeared in my garden here a few days ago. And I was a bit alarmed because of the size of it, as you can see from the photo, and asked the manager here, yes, eat rats. So firstly, he was pretty happy about this creature. He wasn't alarmed by it. And then he was happy because it eats the rats. That got me thinking rats, but never mind. At least it was going to be eating them. And then he explained that if I was Balinese, I would have gone and got my shotgun because they're also very tasty roasted over the fire. And thirdly, yesterday, just here where I'm sitting actually, on the floor, I came back at night and there was a snake lying there. I don't know how long it was. The bit that was straight out was about this long and there was more of it coiled up. So it was a decent sized snake, and obviously with my limited snake experience I was pretty freaked out by that, and asked one of the girls here the next morning if it was normal, if I should be worried. And she was just curious again, like why Anne had been about the lizard. Interesting, green or black? It was a black snake, and she explained that it would have come out because today is Purnama, the full moon celebration. The moon's very important in Bali, in Balinese culture, and every full moon they make offerings to Chandra, the moon goddess, who gives them blessings in return. And apparently black snakes like the full moon ceremonies, so it was coming up for that. So in all these cases, it's interesting that the other point of view was so different to mine. And it's made me think about how often we can fall into thinking that our point of view is a fact, when actually it's just a point of view. If you're one side of the bridge or the other, the view looks different. I think that's a useful concept to hold at a time when there are a lot of views. You have your own points of view, and then you're being bombarded by other people's points of view presented as though they were like absolute facts, and you'd be stupid to disbelieve them or question them or challenge them. They're all just points of view, mostly. Even things that are packaged as fact, you can often look at different evidence and come to different conclusions. So just bear in mind that you have a point of view, other people have a point of view. It's okay. Some of us want to eat the lizard, and some of us want to take a picture of it, and others want to run a mile. So I want to introduce a little breathing exercise now, a yoga breathing technique. There's a yoga sutra, a yoga saying, which is when you have thoughts in your head that you don't want, combat that with having the opposite thoughts. So if you're feeling very irritated by somebody that you're stuck in a space with, sat on the bus next to, or maybe in your own home in this period, and it's very tempting to send out a lot of negative, angry thoughts, even if you don't say anything. And you could balance that out by sending loving thoughts, by imagining just for a moment that they have a valid point of view, that they have a reason for their behaviour. And so to just focus a little on that idea of different points of view and calming our nervous system so that we're in a place where we can be more generous about other people having other points of view. We're going to use the alternate nostril breath. If you don't know it, you make your hand like this and rest 2 fingers here between your eyebrows on your third eye. And alternately, we're going to, in a minute, close both nostrils, one with our thumb and one with the next finger there, with your ring finger. And when we inhale, and we'll have our eyes closed, and when we inhale, we'll open one nostril and one eye. And close. Exhale, close, and then inhale, open the other nostril and the other eye. Inhale, close. I'm going to keep facing straight forward while we're doing it. You might notice that the views you get from your 2 eyes are very different, especially if you're sitting somewhere like this where you side onto the light, to the daylight on one side of you and the interior light on the other. And it just brings your attention to a more balanced place. It can be a little fiddly and tricky at first, but after a while you'll find you get into the rhythm of it and it gets easier. I'm going to do that for a couple of minutes. So fingers between your eyebrows. Practice using your thumb to close one nostril, your ring finger to close the other. We're going to start by inhaling through our left nostril because we're looking to calm our system. So inhale left, open your left eye, and exhale. Inhale right, open your right nostril, your right eye. Exhale. Inhale left nostril, left eye. Exhale. Inhale right nostril, right eye. Exhale. And just continue like that at your own natural breathing pace. Your mouth is closed. And you're breathing through your nose. Breathe smoothly and gently. Feel like you're not getting enough breath. Just sit with that, be calm with that, and give yourself more breath. Keep going. One more round, left nostril and right nostril. and relax. That can be a really nice breath to use whenever you're feeling a bit distracted and agitated. Just bring you back. Have a lovely day.